I have found 3 picks with some insane value on PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy like I always do. Today, it is Sunday, November 16th. Yesterday, looking like it could be a 3-0 day. I'll go over that. The games aren't quite over, but it is looking really good. Like I said, guys, I have found 3 picks I love in today's slate. Before we go over anything, firstly, guys, go down there, hit a like on this video. Once it hits 50 likes, I will post an extra pin bet in the comments, and those pin bets have been hitting at an 80% rate. And while you're down there, guys, go and subscribe. We make a video like this every single day in the NBA. We don't miss a day. We hop on here and give you our favorite picks, and as always, I find value. I'll show you what I mean by finding value. I find where the lines are different on PrizePicks and Underdog and take absolute advantage of it. So yesterday, the hopefully 3-0 day, we had Jaren Jackson over 17.5. That game was done early on. That actually cashed for 26 points. RJ Barrett over 19.5 points. This game isn't quite over, so I don't quite have the results. But for RJ Barrett, we do have him at 19 points, 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Very much should hit that pick. And then we have Pascal Siakam's under. Right now he has 28. It's going to be a sweater. Maybe this game blows out at 36. I think it's going to be either a 2-1 day or a 3-0 day. We'll see how that turns out. But on the season, we have been super duper profitable betting on these games. Before I go over pick number one has some crazy value. Firstly, guys, if I'm going to tell you to do one thing, it's going to be download Sleeper, use code BROS, claim your $20 free, no deposit needed. No other sportsbook, no other daily fantasy app will do this right now, and you have to use code BROS to get it. So like I said, the analogy I always use, there's someone out in the street literally holding up a $20 bill for you. Do you want to take it and go build that with some picks and maybe build it to a couple hundred? Maybe even if you hit a long shot, build that to 1,000, take all that money out and you get to keep it all because you never put any of your own money in. Sleeper, it's an absolute no-brainer to claim this. Code BROS, first link in the description, or just download it from the App Store. Available in all these states and all these provinces in Canada, and you can literally double your money right away with this free pick. So getting into this, let me show you what I mean by finding value. Go over to DeMar DeRozan and look at his PRA line, and you will see it's at 25.5 on Underdog Fantasy. Go over to PrizePicks and search up DeMar DeRozan, and you will see his line is at 26.5. Guys, all 3 of these picks have value. Some on one of them, Underdog's lower. The second pick, PrizePicks going to be better. The third pick, PrizePicks going to be better. Like, I find value on these lines. We're getting a full PRA discount on Underdog Fantasy, and I am going to take the over. DeRozan is on a Hall of Fame terrible streak right now, coming off 14 in 8 PRAs and probably his worst 2-game stretch of all time. He's only hit this in one of his last 5 games, but remember, we don't need 27. We only need 26, and that's what I really like about this pick. Going over to NBA defense against position, if you go to small forward and search, the Spurs have been a good defense just all around, so they are a pretty good defense. But guys, 26 PRAs for DeRozan is so much lower than his line was at the start of the year. Guys are going to go on hot streaks. Guys are going to go on cold streaks. The NBA, this just happens. DeRozan to start the year, his PRA line was like 30.5. We're getting like 5 discount here, and he plays a team that he actually has been dominating against. Go over here and go to DeRozan versus the Spurs recently. You can see last year in 2025, he crushed this 38 PRAs, way over 25.5. Here, he still barely hit this over 28 PRAs, cashing on both of these. The game before, what is this? 41. This also cashed, 28 cash. 30 cashed, 36 cash. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last time he's been under was here, actually. So that's 26. So just under this. So 6 of his last 7, 7 of his last 8, 8 of his last 9, 9 of his last 10, 10 of his last 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then here he's still cashing here. Oh, no, this is under. So 14 of his last 15 games against the Spurs, he's cashed this. I know he's on a bad run, but that's honestly when you want to go out here and find the value, because lines are going to move up, lines are going to move down, people are going to have cold streaks, and if you keep betting on the cold streak, that's probably a bad idea in the NBA, especially for a guy like DeRozan, who is a great scorer. I really don't think his career just absolutely flames out, and he just puts up absolutely atrocious numbers from now on. Still playing the minutes, still getting good minutes in these matchups, still playing 30-plus minutes in almost every game, except for this game, which was probably a blowout. I think DeRozan bounces back in a matchup where he has scored a lot. This line is way lower. We're getting a full PRA discount on Underdog, and that's why I'm taking it. Pick number 2 will have value on PrizePicks, and I'll get into that. But before I do, guys, Underdog and PrizePicks are both must apps to be on, because firstly, you can line shop. You can do what I showed you. You can find where lines are lower. You can find where lines are higher. It'll give you hints about which picks are good to take. But also, just like Sleeper, they will give you deposit matches. When you use code BROS on PrizePicks, put any amount of your own money in. Once you play your first $5 entry, they'll add $50 into your account. Underdog will do this as well. Add any amount with code BROS. Once you play your first 5, they'll add 100. So say you put in $20 on Underdog, play your first 5, now you have 120 in there. It's just free money right off the start. And then also they have these free picks. If you're on any sports book, if you're on PrizePicks, you're on Underdog, you know about these free picks. They're literally just guaranteed winners to help you guys build up your bankroll. And what I always say is, imagine you're on one of these apps. You take the free pick, you made a bit of free money. It's obviously just a guaranteed winner. You love when it happens. But now imagine you're on PrizePicks, you're on Underdog, you're on Sleeper, and all of these apps run a free pick at the same time. You're literally making triple as much free money. It's a legit no-brainer. Direct correlation, like I say in these videos, the more apps you're on, the more money you are going to be making. So sign up for PrizePicks, sign up for Underdog, sign up for Sleeper, all with code BROS. Get that free money and truly be profitable betting on these games. Pick number 2, another thing, like I said, I can find value on these apps. Go over to Steven Adams and you'll look, his points line is at 5.5. Go over Underdog Fantasy and go to Steven Adams. It is at 5.5, but you'll notice here, if I want to take this lower, guys, I'm only getting 0.88 times on my money. That's literally going to butcher my payout by probably 20%. Like, Underdog's clearly telling you the under is better on this. We're only going to give you 0.88 of what you're originally going to get. But on PrizePicks, you can take this, you can take the lower, even money, nothing, no questions asked. And look at his last 5 games. Steven Adams has only hit this in one of his last 5 games. 5, 5, 12, 3, and 4. Going over here against the Orlando Magic. And you can just see, in general, Orlando's kind of a mid matchup. Not a terrible matchup, not a great matchup. They're right around the middle of the NBA. If I can find them. Orlando. Why can't I find Orlando? I'm right here. So if anything, though, yeah, they are closer to the bottom. They give out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8th least amount of points in the NBA to center. So it is a tough matchup in general. 2024, we can go back to as well and see against centers. I know it's 2025, but there still hasn't been a lot of games. You can still look at 2024. Orlando, the 4th best team. Clearly a good team at guarding centers, even this year, top 10 at guarding centers. Then going over to Steven Adams' game log, you might see he averages 6.4 points per game, which is over this line. But dig deeper into it, guys. There's only been over 1, 2, 3 games this season out of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 3 out of his 10 games this season he's been over, so that's 70% of the time he's been under. And look at his minutes recently, 18, 17, 22, 20. Like, he's not getting over 20 minutes. Mostly games he's playing under 20 minutes and shooting like 4 shots, especially in a bad matchup against a good defense. I just don't see how he gets over 5.5. Like, early on in the season, he was playing 37, 25 minutes. We're just not seeing those minutes anymore. We're not seeing a good matchup in this matchup. And there's a reason Underdog is literally butchering your payout. They're letting you know, guys, we're not going to give you that much money for Steven Adams. He probably is going to go under 5.5. PrizePicks, they're going to be like, oh, take it at 5.5. That's fine by us. I don't know if this will switch or not, but if you're watching this right now and you see Steven Adams at 5.5 points, take that lower because it is a great pick for my second bet. Before pick number 3, guys, we also have a VIP. On the VIP, I give out 4 extra best bets every single day to my premium VIP subscribers, but we'll give out one of those 4 bets for completely free on the free VIP. So on the free VIP, this is what it look like. You get emailed or texted right to your phone. You get one of my free picks. The VIP are always my favorite picks. Send it out. 4 bets every single day, 1 bet every single day to the free subscribers. It's a literal no-brainer. Everyone should be on this. Right when you click the Winible, it's going to be second link in our description. Firstly, here's the free plan. Every single person watching this, no-brainer, get on the free plan. Like, just claim that 1 bet. It's going to be hitting at around a 70% rate. But while you're down there, guys, go and join the week. Go and join the month. It's just a group of guys all cashing out together. I make it super affordable because I want everyone to be profitable. I want everyone to be able to join this. And I want everyone, just a huge group of guys, all cashing in the NBA. 4 extra premium bets every single day on there. Pick number 3, the last pick. A pick with a ton of value. Go over to De'Aaron Fox. And if you know the NBA, you know De'Aaron Fox is versing his old team, the Sacramento Kings, and that's going to make his lines inflated. Look at that PrizePicks, 23.5, 34 PRA. Go over to Underdog Fantasy, and if you search up Fox, you'll see his lines are not this high. You're getting 22.5 points. You're getting 32.5 PRA. So the PRA line right here is just a massive discrepancy. Full 1.5 PRA. You don't see that a lot, but if you really look, and if you guys watch these videos, I'll show you where they are. You can find these discrepancies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take his under. I'm not going to take his PRA, even though there's value there. I'm going to take his under points just because I do think this line is heavily inflated. Yes, still hit in 3 of his last 5, but if we go over here and just look at his game log here, we'll go to De'Aaron Fox game log. He's never played the Kings in his career. Like, obviously, this is the first time playing his old team, and I'll explain later also why I like the under. If we go over to his game log this year, he's shooting 22, 14, 14, 9. So the games he's hit these 2 games, guys, 57, 64, even 45% in the field is a very efficient numbers. And if you know De'Aaron Fox, he's a lot of times not that efficient of a shooter. He's kind of a mid-range shooter, so we can have those games where he just doesn't shoot well. He is not shooting a lot of free throws this year. 0, 2, 4, 5, only a total of 11 free throw attempts in 4 total games. I really think this line got overinflated. Yes, he's shooting good, but Fox is a guy that can go out there and have bad games. Another thing, a lot of times what I find is when players go and versus their old team, everyone bets their over on points when in reality, the points don't hit. It's normally the assists that hit. They go back and want to show they're a team player that they shouldn't have traded them. They go just skyrocket up their assists. That's why I don't want to take this PRA at 34, just because I know it has probably more value, but this assist line on Underdog, he's hit 10 assists just last week, and I think against his old team, we could see a big assist game. And I don't want him to somehow sneak over this PRA because he just got a ton of assists. I'll rather just take the under on points, 23.5. I think that line is too high. If we just look at his 26.5, 28.5, I want to see, so we're getting 28.5 points plus assists, 28.5 is the same, 26.5, and we're getting 27.5 points plus rebounds. Honestly, I don't hate this bet either. I might honestly go and switch to 27.5 points plus rebounds. Just because he does have one of these games where he didn't hit this. He only hit 25, but I guess he still went under the points. Here, 27. So against the Pelicans, he hit, if we go over here, I'll show you guys. So against the Pelicans here, he got 27 PRA or points plus rebounds, which is under this line. But at 23.5, he still hit that over in that game. I'm not going to touch it. I'm still going to take the under points just because I think Fox will go out there, maybe even rebound a lot. I for sure think he'll assist a lot, but I don't think he'll get a lot of points. With this value, I'm going to take the under 23.5 points. Love that as my third bet. I know it's not going to be popular to fade a guy versus his old team, but when a line gets super overextended, when a guy's been shooting really good and probably due for a down game, the value is going to be on that under. Those are going to be my official 3 best bets for this Sunday. Love Steven Adams, love De'Aaron Fox under, love the DeMar DeRozan over 25.5 PRA. All these picks, as always, have insane value. But I'm going to tell you to do one thing, legit one thing, guys. It's going to be download Sleeper, use code BROS, claim your free $20, no deposit needed. It's a no-brainer. Every single person on here should be downloading Sleeper right when I end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Let's go 3-0, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.